Okay, we are here at the Tournament of Champions in Ogden, Utah at the John Gallo Pickleball Grotto. Right, Doug?
Yeah, say that again 3 times.
John Gallo Pickleball Grotto. John Gallo Pickleball, blah, 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 blah. What are we doing here?
Well, we came here to watch the best players in the United States, which means the best players in the world, play pickleball. Not only 90 players from 20 states in the U.S., we invited Canada. What's our problem?
I don't know, sharing money.
Okay, share it all around. They use Canadian dollars. It's worth more than ours. Maybe that's why. Oh, 50 grand up for grabs. Give it to the Canadians, eh?
So how many days is this going?
It's Wednesday, which is today, through Saturday, which is Saturday.
Yeah. So it's a really long tournament, lots of fun. Trips Mitchell's here. You want to talk to me?
I'm not quite done yet, Jeff.
Okay.
So basically it's 4 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Now you can. The hell with Canada.
Oh, U.S.
Yes, we can.
I was at that game. That was sad. Yeah, but
we lost
Trip,
Canada
what do you
twice.
want to say here?
And then the women last time.
I don't want to say anything. I just want to be included.
Well, you're always included. I mean, I'm excited for you to get in here because this is your thing. You've played this game.
I have played this game for over 50 years.
50 years?
A derivation of this game. It's back east. It's called platform tennis. Mm-hmm. And this game, pickleball, is actually a much better game. And what's so cool is you see people out there as old as you playing.
Wow. That's incredible.
Which age are we going? Hollywood age or real
Always
age?
Hollywood age. 21.
21. Holly, there are tons of 21-year-olds out here.
I bet. I know. We've met a few, and we're going to talk to them a little further. And that's the cool thing about this game.
I met a young lady that was on the U.S. gymnastics team in 1972, the Munich Olympic Games. How about that?
That's pretty cool.
She's here today?
Yes.
Oh.
Competing.
Did they set up a balance beam for her?
She actually walked on her hands. We've got an interview that we're going to see a little later in the show, and that was pretty impressive. I can do it, but I have to have my feet on the ground too.
Wow. Do you want to show us what that looked like?
Okay, hold on.
We've already seen this once, Holly.
Wow.
Really, again?
Well, if he's willing to go there, I mean, come on, Doug. We gotta do that.
I don't know.
Okay, so we got the athletic prowess of Trip Mitchell.
The other way.
Yeah.
And then coming up, we'll have a little bit more from pickleball. We're going to go talk to some of the players.
If Farrell was here, I would not do that.
Wow, it's getting messy in here. Oh dear, yes.
Does anybody ever let you actually finish a sentence?
No, not really.
Well, I will see you.
All right, well, I just got to go, Bill.
You're
I think I'm
assuming
done.
that she can finish. Okay, watch it. Holly's
Wow.
gonna do a close.
All right,
Okay,
here we go.
Wait.
Okay, I am here with
Beverly Youngren,
Beverly. Have you played pickleball for a long time?
about 15 years.
Oh, really? Okay, so John was just telling us you can pick this up in 15 minutes. Is that true?
Pretty much. It's a very easy game for any level of play. That's what makes it so much fun.
How did you get started?
My husband had an injury on his wrist and he couldn't play tennis, and we were introduced to the game in Oregon. 5 hours later on the same court, Bob goes, "My wrist isn't hurting," and we've been playing ever since.
That I hear that's the miracle of this game is that no matter injuries or not, it's like you can play and you can get good no matter what age and play competitively.
That's true. If you have issues with the rotator cuff or tennis elbow, in other sports, if you have the right equipment and you learn to hit properly, you'll be able to play pickleball and have so much fun.
Why do you think people are loving this sport so much?
It's easy to learn, from my grandson who's 11 who loves to play pickleball to adults. Number one, it's easy to learn. You can achieve success right away, whereas tennis is a little difficult because you got more real estate to cover. So one tennis court equals 4 pickleball courts. But you don't want to let that fool you, because you still see, as you've seen today with all the top players, there's a lot of movement out there with the different shots they have.
It's a workout.
I sweat more playing pickleball than I ever did playing tennis.
Wow. Okay. Well, I think I need to get in this game. Are you playing this weekend in a tournament?
No, I'm rated a 4.5, and most everyone here for these wonderful players are all rated 5.0.
Okay. So you're just here manning the fort here.
My daughter plays and my husband's playing. So my daughter's playing today and my husband will play tomorrow.
All right. Well, good luck to them. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
I'm with 2 young, lovely ladies who are going to be in the gold medal match, and one of which has chosen not to talk. So naturally, I'm going to ask her a bunch of questions, but I'll start out right now. What's so great about your partner?
Well, she's really good, and she's a good person, and there you have it.
One of the things I've noticed in this tournament is that when a partner makes a mistake, the other partner picks her up. There's smiles, there's encouragement. That's so much fun to watch.
Well, it's fun to have fun on the court, and pickleball, it's easy to have a lot of fun if you just stay positive and, don't get down on your partner.
Well, and getting to the gold medal match is not the worst thing in the world. What's the best thing about your partner?
She's the best. She gets all the balls back, and we have a ball.
How long have you guys been playing together?
3 or 4 years pickleball and a few more years for tennis.
How did you find out about pickleball?
Through my parents, who have been playing about 15 years, Bev and Bob Youngren.
Now, are you better than your mom?
Just a hair.
Okay, just a hair. And this is a sport that is taking off around the country. What is it about this sport that makes it so much fun and so collegial?
Well, pickleball is great because it's easy to learn, and you're very close to each other. You're close to your opponents and close to your partner because the court is so small. And so it's very social because you're all right there, and the points are long. Usually the rallies are long. You hit softballs, you hit hard balls, and you have long rallies, and then you all laugh at the end of the point because it's so fun.
One of the things I've noticed is when you hit a drop shot and everyone comes up to the net, it's soft, 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 and then boom, it's a hard shot. Is that the fun one?
Yes, I like hitting the boom shot.
Have you ever hurt an opponent?
Hurt? I don't think so.
Where's the best spot to hit an opponent?
Well, the best is not to hit them, but if it happens to hit them, below the waist is good.
Below the waist is good. This is why these two ladies are going to be in the gold medal match. She just said it's good to hit someone below the waist. I don't think I want to play
And
you
we
at all.
will cut that one right out. I meant not the face.
She meant the men.
And look how much fun we're having. We're not even on the court.
All right, we are here in Ogden, Utah at the Gallo Pickleball Grotto for the Tournament of Champions. John Gallo, you are the founder of this thing. Tell me about what's going on this weekend.
We have 90 of the best players in the United States and 2 provinces of Canada here. They play at a 5-0 level, and they're competing for $48,000. So a player who's in men's, mixed, and singles can walk away with $4,500.
Holy cow. You didn't tell me the last time we talked on the 4th of July I could win some money if I learned how to play pickleball.
Sure, you could win money any place. Are you kidding me?
No, that is not
you're
true.
A smooth talker.
That
Come
is
on
not
now.
true,
If
but-
you can't dazzle them with your brilliance, you baffle them with your BS.
Well, that I have to say, I think that you just dazzled me a little bit right there. I don't even know where to go from here. But okay, let's stick to pickleball. So I was telling you, my mom, who has arthritis, she was given doctor's orders. She needs to get out. She needs to do something, go for walks, join a league, take some yoga. I told her about pickleball.
It's really low impact. I actually, in St. George, I play with a guy 84 years old. He has an artificial hip, 1 artificial knee, and a partial knee. And he probably plays about 80% as good as me. Right here in this area, Neil City, the owner of Ray City RV, he has had 2 knees put in 3 months ago, and he's playing competitively. And like I joke, I says, he don't even have his own bones.
Wow. Well, my mom has a new knee, so that's good to know. There's no excuse to not play pickleball.
Absolutely not.
You don't need a partner. You just show up. You were telling me about open play.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday mornings, Tuesday, Thursday nights, you just show up. And if you don't have a paddle, don't worry about it. Come in here, say to somebody, I want to learn how to play the game. It's the most friendly game you're ever going to play.
And you've got 90 people here over the course of the next few days that are playing from all over the United States and Canada, and mostly doubles, but you did mention there's a little bit of singles going on too.
Saturday's our biggest competition. We have 59 matches of single play, and I've never seen it myself played that heavily, so it's going to be a fun day.
A competitive sport, but one that you can get good at really quickly, it sounds like.
You learn the game in 15 minutes. And then it's up to you at your own pace, whatever you want to do with it. Most of the people play it for fun.
I think I'm going to get my mom, and we need to hook up, and we'll train for that $45,000.
Well, the former mayor of Sunset started playing, and she says she's so addicted to the game, she's going to invent her own 12-step program to get out of it.
I love it, and that's what's important with exercise and anything you want to do. It's got to be fun.
Well, actually, Select Health donated 2 courts to Murray City. Because more of the health insurance companies are getting into preventative health, in other words, keeping people out of the hospital, and they're using it right now, so they see the value of it.
All right. Well, Mom, we gotta call John, and we'll play a little pickleball.
Okay, Mom, come on down.
All right.
Gigi, it looks like you're having a great time out at the pickleball tournament.
I always do. If you don't have any fun, you shouldn't come out.
Well, fun seems to be the common denominator here, where everyone's got a smile on their face, win or lose. Why is pickleball such a great sport?
Probably because it's a social sport. We all, anywhere we go, we have friends. We all know each other. It's a very tight community, and so we're all very supportive of each other. We know we're ups and downs. If we win, we're all there for each other. If we lose, same thing. So.
Well, that sounds like a wonderful commonality of feelings, and kind of when you get with the right group of people, having fun is pretty easy, isn't it?
Exactly.
So how did you start playing pickleball?
Well, I started about 3.5 years ago and just heard this noise, this pock noise, and I said, wow, that sounds like fun, and I just picked up a paddle, and here I am.
Well, fantastic. How are you doing in the tournament?
So far, so good. I'm defending champion in both mixed and women's doubles.
Wait. You are so... I would be saying that and cheering, and I mean, you're the big pickle here.
Well, everybody's gunning for me, that's for sure. But so now we're having an uphill battle, of course.
Are you in the losers bracket?
Yes. Well, not really. We're going for the bronze and silver medal, but.
Okay. Well, very nice to talk to you. And where are you originally from?
I was born and raised in Antwerp, Belgium.
So are you going to take pickleball back to Belgium?
Yes.
That's great. We need ambassadors in this sport. Gigi, thanks so much for visiting with us.
Thank you.
All right, I am here with
Deli Stinnett.
Deli Stinnett. What's going on? What are you doing here?
I'm here for a pickleball tournament.
You're in this?
Yeah.
How long have you been playing this game?
About 5 years.
Really? Who got you started on pickleball?
Rex Lawler and Paul Barksdale. They brought it back to Terre Haute, Indiana.
So you're from Indiana, you're not from Utah?
No.
Well, welcome to Utah. Is this your first time?
Yes.
Well, okay, and you're in it for the $40,000?
Of course, why not?
Right? I just found out there's money in this game. I gotta get in the mix here. So you've been playing for about 5 years, and it seems like there are all ages, all levels. And why do you think this thing is growing so fast and such a popular game?
It's just really easy to pick up. I mean, you can be a volleyball player. I mean, you can be a not play anything player and still play it. So it's great. And if you need a partner, I need one. So.
Really? Okay. Well, Trip, I'm being recruited here. We're gonna do this game now, and we're gonna not do Talk Utah the rest of the day. There's more money in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like winning money, right?
I do. I'm down for it. All right. So what's gonna happen at the end of this? Do you go back to Indiana and play there?
Yeah. Nationals is probably the next one in Arizona.
And how often do you play? Every day? Twice a day?
I wish. No, I gotta work.
You gotta work? What do you do for a living, Deli?
I do general contracting.
All right. So you stay in shape. You're a good athlete. Yeah. I know what it takes to build homes. That's not an easy gig.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for talking to us, and good luck.
No problem. Thank you.
You bet.
Well, combined between the three of us, we're in 4 Hall of Fames. Okay, well, I'm not in any. You guys are. Anyway, thank you so much for talking to us. So first of all, we grew up playing at the same court in Detroit, Michigan, platform tennis, paddleball, which is a close derivation, and now pickleball. Tell me what you love about pickleball.
Well, pickleball has a lot of variations to it. It has things that are involved in other sports. I've played tennis. I've played every racket sport there is: tennis, badminton, everything. And pickleball seems to include all those different aspects of all the games into one. And you can play it until you're quite old. We're in our 60s, and we're competing right now in a 50 and over event, and we're in the finals. So we're together a lot older than a lot of these people. But because of our background in the racket sports we have, we can compete on a high level, and that's what pickleball is good for. We have tons of young people playing it, but there's also an amazing amount of older people who are playing this sport competitively.
And I was telling your partner here that my dad played platform tennis until he was 89 years old.
Great.
And that, I don't want to sound like an old fogey, but I play in over 50 hockey tournaments, and it's just fun to be out there doing things.
It is. And we, in fact, we have built a court at our daughter's house, and our grandchildren play, and we've been on the court with 4 generations. My mother at 89 plays. I play.
How does she move?
She moves well. Yeah,
she's got a daughter in the Hall of Fame.
She runs to the ball, so
she just
that's
skydived last year. She can do anything.
Yeah, and then we were on the court with 4 generations, so that's the multi-generational aspect of it.
And one of the great things about pickleball that I've noticed is the collegiality, where everyone is friendly, and it's not going out to beat your opponent, it's to have fun with your opponent.
That's so true, and many times the difference in a match is how well you get along with your partner. I mean, that's so important, and to be and your opponents. It's just It's just great to be out there.
We've been down in we've been down in a lot of tournaments and come back and take the game. We were down in a couple today, and we came back and took the game. We've played together in platform tennis in the 70s, late 70s, when we won like a string of about 3 nationals right in a row, maybe more. And so she called me maybe 6 years ago to play pickleball.
Do you live here?
I live in Texas now, and we don't even have pickleball where I live, which is in Corpus Christi, Texas. We'd like to get it there, but she called me to play, and I don't know. We just clicked together.
Took a leap of faith.
She's my very, very good friend, and it's really nice to have one of your best friends on the court with you, because things can get tough out there.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. And we don't practice together.
Let me ask you the question. Okay. Who's the better player?
You know what? Today this is what I call ham and egging it. I hit some dumb shots, and Hillary raised her level, and then when she was a little down, I picked it up. So that's really how we won, because we both had stretches where we weren't playing very well, but we were able to help each other.
No player is going to win by herself or himself ever, and the quicker you get that in your head, the better a team you'll be.
Well, I have a feeling I'm better than my partner, and I'm certainly better than my cameraman, but for some reason, no one agrees with that. Ladies, thank you so much for talking about pickleball and a very, very accomplished career.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, John Gallo said you're the guy out there looking out for the players in this tournament. Tell me what your responsibilities are.
Well, what we were trying to accomplish was make sure we had everybody put in the proper place when we do our seeding, and that determines who plays each other the first round and going forward. And from what I've seen today, I think we did a pretty good job of that.
Seeding of tournaments in every sport is always jockeying. A lot of teams that might be an A team try to get in the B division. Do you find any of that here, or are sportsmanship pretty prevalent here?
I think for pickleball in general, you have certain players that want to make their position known and will be very vocal about it. But generally at this level, we have pretty good the right word?
Sportsmanship?
Yes.
Collegiality?
Yes, thank you.
That's it. I only got 2 words, so I used it.
You know, that's better than mine.
Well, the important thing, too, is when you travel to a tournament and people have come from as far away as 20 states, you don't want to be overmatched or undermatched.
Correct. So, and based on what I see, we're in the bronze medals right now. And the people that were seated at the top are going against each other at this point. So that means we did our job.
Do you ever, when you look at March Madness, when they see the 20 or 66 teams and NCAA hoop tournament, do you ever get jealous?
No. That's too much work.
Okay. Well, congratulations. The players are having a great time. Good job.
Thank you.
Well, these lovely ladies, I had a chance to watch your match, and what I was so impressed with is that you guys pick each other up and support each other, even when, like, you made a boo-boo. I saw one, and you made a boo-boo.
Only one?
Only one boo-boo. I was sitting right over there. You're playing in court 4. I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it, too.
Now, you lost, though.
We did. But we do support each other. Even in the losses.
How long have you guys been playing together?
This is our 2nd tournament together. Yeah. We have not been playing together for that long. So.
But your teamwork, I mean, literally, it was the first match I got a chance to sit and watch, and I was actually cheering for you guys. I don't know if you noticed the guy sitting at the side court, but what I love, again, is the teamwork. And then when a point starts to accelerate, it goes very, very quickly, doesn't it?
Very quickly. And that's why it's key to decide when you want to start the point. Because when you want to start the battle, you got to be ready, because it usually ends in 3 or 4 shots.
So what happens is you guys would go to the net against your opponent and kind of do like soft drop shots. So it's just, and your paddle position was weird, I noticed. You had it kind of facing down. Then all of a sudden, when you kind of bring your paddle up to level, that's when you're going to smack it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's a tell.
It should be up all the time.
Yeah, well, I just noticed that. But when you go to smack it, you hit the heck out of it. Oh, I'm sorry. The dink just found out it's a dink. Okay. So dink, 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 smash?
Dink, 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 smash. If the ball gets a little bit too high, then that's the time to smash it. If you're in position. If you're not in position to smash it,
then that would be a mistake.
You hit it pretty hard at one of your opponents. Were you upset with her? Because she almost took the young lady's head off.
No, I wouldn't.
You like that?
No, I don't like that. At this level, we should be able to miss a person, but you do want to hit it hard enough because everyone's hand speed is really fast at this level, and if you don't hit it hard enough, they get it back.
I've noticed that all the players here are good athletes. It's not a sport where someone hasn't, and this is an elite tournament, but the people all seem to have been good at other sports, and in a couple of cases, we've got women who are in halls of fame in 2 or 3 sports. It's kind of fun to play with them, isn't it?
It is. I was also, or still am, in the Hall of Fame.
For what sport?
Gymnastics.
You're kidding me. Who did you play for? That is.
Who did I play for?
Wait. Who are you a gymnast for? Let me try it in English.
I played for the United States.
You were an Olympic gymnast?
I was an Olympic gymnast.
What?
1972.
That was in Munich, Germany.
That was in Munich, Germany. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm in the Gymnastics Hall of Fame. That's in Boston.
You know, it would have been better if I'd asked this question beforehand because I've led to it. But that being said, I kind of meandered around and well, congratulations. What was your specialty in gymnastics?
Yeah, at that time you had to do all 4 events, no specialties. I liked performing on bars the best. It was the most fun, and the balance beam for obvious reasons.
I think Title IX is the greatest thing to happen to college sports in the history of the NCAA.
Yeah. I had started competing before that, where I wasn't in college before I started. I started late.
Can you do something for us right now? Please. This might come as a shock to you, but I was not a gymnast.
No?
Yeah, it might be shocking.
You're not 5 feet 2?
I'm not 5 feet. Can you do something, just something really cool for our viewers at home, please? Can she do it?
I haven't seen any of it, so I don't know. She keeps this secret hidden.
That's a sport for when you're like 5 until 18. After that.
So you're 28 and you won't do, can you walk on your hands?
Wait, I can walk on my hands.
Could you do that for us? Please. Pretty please. Okay, she's going to do it. Let's go.
Okay, I am here with Natalie Summers, who is the tournament director, or AKA the boss. I was told you're the boss.
That's what they tell me.
So what does the boss do with this tournament?
Well, I oversee all of the facilities, all of the referee coordinators, the bracketing coordinators, the scores, all the things that have to happen to make it run.
To make it happen.
Yes.
Now, do you play pickleball?
I do.
And how long have you been playing?
1 year.
And how good are you? Are you in this tournament?
Oh, no way. Are you kidding me?
Well, I understand you can learn how to play in 15 minutes. John told me I can be good in 15 minutes.
You can. You can't be this good in 15 minutes, but you can. It takes a little longer, but I've been playing for a year.
And why do you think that this sport is growing and is such a phenomenon?
Because it's a riot. It's so much fun. You don't have to be doing CrossFit 3 times a day to be able to play this sport. You can just come out, pick up the paddle, and everybody's willing to teach you. Uh-huh. And that makes a huge difference. When there's people out playing that are willing to say, hey, come over here and play. Mm-hmm. We'll loan you a paddle. We'll teach you the rules. We'll play with you a little bit and get you familiar with the game. It makes it a lot easier. If I have to go find 3 of my friends
to come out with you.
To come out with me, and then we try and figure it out by ourselves. It's just a lot harder to do.
I think that's the coolest part, is that you're really telling people, just show up. You don't need to have, even know how to play. Just show up.
Just show up.
Yeah, I love that. Well, I think I need to show up.
You should show up. Yeah. I'd be happy to help you learn how to play.
All right, Natalie, it's you and me, and then we'll get with John and apparently my mom down the road. We got to get her out here. And what's going to happen at the end of this tournament, the end of this weekend? There's a big prize money. I assume you're in charge of that.
Yes, big prize money for the gold medal match winners, and then we'll have an awards banquet and a party to celebrate what a good time we've had.
See, so if you just get out here, there's even money at the end of the day you could rope yourself into.
You could rope yourself some cash.
Yeah. Well, thanks for talking to us, Natalie. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, I've got to learn this. Oh, wow.
Okay, we're going to do the first upside down interview. How do you feel about this?
Oh, this is wonderful. Except I'm going backwards. I don't know how to go forward anymore.
Okay, hold the mic. I'll show you how to do this.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. No, I'm just going to do this. Mark, John said that you're the Yoda of this sport, that you know everything. Is that in fact true?
Well, I know a lot about this sport. I started in 1989, and
I'll do the math. That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago when the dinosaurs were on the earth.
Speaking of dinosaurs, this is a sport that people play. I've seen kids in their teens all the way up to 70s and 80s. That's the beauty of the sport, isn't it?
Absolutely. That's the future of our game, the young kids. We need it.
Well, tell me how you got into it and why you love the sport so much.
I got in it at Weyerhaeuser, that's in Federal Way, Washington. I used to play a lot of racquetball, and my friend said, let's try and play this game over here. And it was pickleball, and I liked it. We played a little singles, and I kept playing, and it's like eating potato chips. Once you start, you can't stop.
How good a player are you now?
I'm a ranked player, but on any given day, anybody can beat anybody.
One of the things that I love in looking at this tournament is the teamwork and that partners have in doubles.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You do need teamwork. You're only as good as your partner.
And the beauty of the ground strokes are that it's a game that can go really slow. You see a lot of slow kind of drop shots, and then all of a sudden it goes to lightning speed.
Absolutely. Did you see the girls out today? They are faster than the men.
So on a tournament like this, this is obviously up in Ogden, and the Nationals are coming up in the fall. How many players around the country play pickleball?
I'd say about 100,000.
Wow, and it is one of the fastest growing sports in the country?
Absolutely, yes. Yes. It's very popular in the senior communities. You've heard the term, you build it and they will come. Well, that's what the senior communities like Sun City.
Down in Arizona?
Down in Arizona, down in, I think there's Utah, there's California, there's North Carolina, they have Sun City, probably Florida. Big places for pickleball.
Okay, when is pickleball going to be in the Olympics? That's the question. Are you and I going to be around to see that?
That was always my dream. I wrote a book on pickleball, and in it I say I'd love to see it in the Olympics. The only problem with that is I talked to somebody on the International Olympic Committee, and they said it will only happen if pickleball becomes a top-level sport in most countries in the world.
Well, I've got a passport. Canada next?
Canada plays pickleball. They have a Nationals. I haven't been there, but a lot of people over here have been to the Nationals in Canada.
Oh, fantastic. Mark, you're a great ambassador for the sport. And just judging from this short interview, I think Yoda is a very, very deserving name for you.
Thank you.
All right, I'm here with Doug Jardine. Doug,
yeah.
You and pickleball, what's going on?
Well, they brought me in to announce and do some news releases, so I do that. Then I eat a sandwich from Jimmy John's, the fastest food source in the history of mankind. Then I go home.
You don't play pickleball?
I played a year ago inside Newgate Mall, so if they held a tournament inside a mall, I'm all in.
Only inside, though?
Only inside, yeah.
What, did you know that you can win money at this thing?
Yes, I do know that.
A lot of money.
Well, more than ever before. Isn't that fantastic?
More than we make. More than I make.
Yeah,
I won't speak for you.
You could play marbles and make more than we make,
I know, right? What are we doing? What are you doing? Why don't we go pick up a paddle and ditch this crew and do something about making some money?
Do you want a really sappy answer?
Yes.
Because this is our chance to give back to the local community, right? The Ogden is such a spectacular place to come and take advantage of vistas like this.
It's true.
Chamber of Commerce weather, and so we come to be part of it and promote Ogden. That's what it's all about.
Well, it's true. And it is an absolutely beautiful day today. I can't imagine a more perfect day for this whole
Got
thing.
My hair down. That's a good thing.
It has, and you're very blonde.
Thank you. 2 weeks ago I was brown. I'm getting a little older doing PR for John Gullo.
It made it lighten on its own?
Yeah, it lightens on its own. That lightens and it increases. Yeah. Oh, don't point the camera down, Bill. Your lens is not wide enough. Do you have the fish lens to get this in? Okay.
That scares me. I'm worried about my own self.
You're
Please
fine.
don't get in there. Okay, so now this sport, though, it's growing like crazy. And John is the one that brought it here to Utah, or at least brought this tournament in this great facility. I mean, why do you think it is such a popular thing right now?
Well, I think it's popular because no matter your age or ability, there's a spot for you in pickleball. Mm-hmm. You can be anywhere from 8 to 75, and then you can go ahead and be level 1 to 5, and there's something for you to do, not by yourself, but as a family, with a partner, with a spouse, with a friend.
I heard you can just show up.
Well, yeah, you could. You could go get into the gold medal. Go ahead.
All right, I'll go. You got this with Bill?
No, but I think that's really the reason why.
Yeah.
There's so many sports that are exclusive, and this is a sport that's inclusive, and that's very important to popularity, which is why why it's growing faster than any sport in the world.
And it's competitive, but they're not mean or competitive to each other.
Did you see that? You see them at the end of every match. They're and at the end of the match, here we better touch paddles because that's how we show sportsmanship. Yeah.
But I think it's for real. It's not a fake thing going on.
No, it's absolutely real.
Nice.
Yeah. I've even adopted that to dates when I go on. It may be really aggressive during the date, but afterwards we just say, okay, let's touch paddles now.
Is that how we do it?
That's how we do it.
Is that how they do it on Match.com?
That's Anchor.
We were talking about that earlier.
That's our anchorphotographermatch.com. That's what and you guys make a great match.
Oh, well, we for TV we do.
Yes, you do.
Trip, I don't know about that. He was doing something weird with walking on his hands. I'm not sure what was going on there.
That, and I'm not going to ask him about it. You can.
Let's just leave that alone.
I was looking at him coming towards me and not looking at him going away from me.
It's true.
I may have had a little throw up.
Well, Doug, thanks for talking to us. Have fun this weekend.
Thanks. Enjoy you being here.